This is by far the oldest guitar I have. This is probably manufactured sometime in the early 20s or mid-20s, mid-late 20s. Had to be before 1929 because you see the way the tuning keys come off of the gears. If they were the other way, they would have been post 1929. But because of the way they are here, they are from 1929. This shoestring my grandpa put on there because he hung it on his wall. This was my grandpa's guitar, and based on the fact that I believe he was born in 1917, and this guitar was from sometime in the 20s, makes me think, you know, it very well could have been his, and I don't think there's anybody alive anymore who could refute this assumption. This might have been my great-grandfather's guitar, which, wow. Anyway, this was always hanging on the wall in what they called the music room at my grandparents' house, and strings are still pretty far up off the neck, but you see how they shimmed that? I mean, this guitar would have been just a wall hanger, just a decoration, if it hadn't have been for my dad, grandpa, and my uncle to restore it to actually be playable. I mean, you can still play it, you know. And I mean, it's a little hard. These frets were so worn out down here. You look at these guys here, they're wider, so they'll cut you. It's a dangerous guitar. See here, he pulled frets out of here to replace these over here. This is not like your normal fret wire. This is ancient stuff, right? Anyway, there's no marking on the inside of it that I've been able to tell of who made it or whatever. I bet it was a dime store guitar that you just went to the dime store or the general store and picked one up. You'll see these things hanging on the wall, and you look at the stop tail, there's that screw right there. I've seen these at Cracker Barrels all over the place, and you look at them and they barely have the strings hanging on them, but the strings are like that far off. They're unplayable. They're just a mess. But anyway, you can see there are multiple cracks and repairs in this thing, but they, I think they used weldwood, which we're not supposed to use on musical instruments. It doesn't matter. Anyway, this guitar means a ton to me. I don't think anybody'd give me 20 bucks for it, honestly, but you couldn't take it from me. No way. Oh, you can see where they reset the neck. You know, hey, this is what you do, man, you know? Anyway, yeah, this has been in the Hunt family. I'd be either third or fourth generation, depending on if this was my great-grandfather's. What am I saying, grandfathers? If this was my great-grandpa's or my grandpa's guitar. And eventually it will go to one of my daughters as long as they want it. So, very special to me.